I am Villamor Angeline Garcela, a third-year college student studying at Negros Oriental State University, Mabinay campus. So today, I am going to answer these 5 questions. So the first question is, who is a teacher? Second question, what are the teacher's responsibilities? Number 3, what is a curriculum? Number 4, what are the relationship between teacher and curriculum? Lastly, for number 5, I am tasked to look for a syllabus online related to the subject, the teacher and the school curriculum. So, let's get started. For the first question, which is who is a teacher, I will be answering that. A teacher, also called a school teacher or formally an educator, is a person who helps students to acquire knowledge, competence, or virtue. They are one of the most significant members of society and are also one of the most influential professionals in the community. Teachers plays an essential role in education, most especially in the lives of the students they teach in the classroom. What defines a teacher is his or her ability to teach students and a positive influence on them. Before a teacher becomes professional facilitator, motivator, and initiator, teachers are essential learners of their own nature. Remember, professionals will not be professionals without professional teachers in the society. For the second question, which is what are the teacher's responsibility, or in other words, what are the responsibilities of a teacher? Now, I will be discussing to you the 10 responsibilities of a teacher. The first one is planning and preparing a lessons. This can include a lot of work, especially when you are new to the role and haven't taught the subject or student before. A good place to start when planning or preparing a lesson is to get to know your students and their preferred learning styles and find out how much they have already know the subject. This will help you to guide when deciding an aim and objectives of each lesson and the best activity and resources to use. For the second responsibility of a teacher, it is encouraging students' participation. Students tend to become more engaged and learn more during lessons when participation is actively encouraged. Teachers should incorporate different techniques into lessons to help create a learning environment that encourages students to have a voice and participation. For the third responsibility of a teacher, it is researching and developing new teaching materials. As well as planning lessons, teachers are required to research and source appropriate teaching materials to complement the content of the lesson. This includes both materials that will be used during the lesson and information to take home and revise from. For the fourth responsibility of a teacher, it is to research and implementing new teaching methods. Choosing the right teaching methods is the key to effective teaching. When selecting teaching method, the factors that you should consider as a teacher are the following: the class size, teaching objectives, your audience, subject matter, and students' background knowledge. For the fifth responsibility of a teacher, it is to marking students' work and recording performance. Why? It is because teachers should keep a record of students' grades so that they have some indication of what level they're working at and the progress of their performance over time. Keeping track of students' performance can also help teachers to improve their teaching by indicating which methods of teaching have been most effective and where further time and resources needed to be invested. For the sixth responsibility of a teacher, it is to setting assessment and overseeing examinations. Assessments and exams monitor students' performance and assess what they have learned. Exams can prove a student's level of competence in a given subject and also shows a teacher which areas students are finding most difficult to understand. For the seventh responsibility of a teacher, it is providing learners with one-to-one support. As well as teaching full classes, teachers are also responsible for providing one-to-one support to students when required. This could involve acting as your student's personal tutor or helping students to arrange any additional support that may require with their learning. For the eighth responsibility of a teacher, it is to furthering your own learning and professional development. New teaching methods and new techniques are being created all the time, and it's a teacher's responsibility to stay up to date with the most effective resources and techniques available to help them deliver engaging lessons. For the ninth responsibility of a teacher, it is to communicating effectively with other teachers and educational organizations. Being able to communicate effectively with other teachers and educational organizations can help teachers to work together and collaborate to provide a more joined-up, engaging, and effective learning environment for the students. Lastly, the administrative task or responsibility of a teacher, which includes printing or photocopying of resources for lessons. Second, word processing documents for lessons. Third, setting up IT equipment. Fourth, ordering equipment and resources. And lastly, number 5, for the administrative task of a teacher is to keeping and filling records. Number 3 question, what is a curriculum? The term curriculum refers to the lessons and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or program. In dictionaries, curriculum is often defined as the courses offered by a school, but it is rarely used in such a general sense in schools. Depending on how broadly educators define or employ the term, curriculum typically refers to the knowledge and skills students are expected to learn, which includes the learning standards or learning objectives they have expected to meet, the units and lessons the teachers teach, the assignments and projects given to the students, the books, materials, videos, presentations, and readings used in a course, and the test, assessments, and other methods used to evaluate student learning. An individual teacher's curriculum, for example, would be the specific learning standards, lessons, assignments, and materials used to organize and teach a particular course. Also, curriculum is a standards-based sequence of planned experiences where students practice and achieve proficiency in content and applied learning skills. Curriculum is the central guide for all educators as to what is essential for teaching and learning so that the student or every student has access to rigorous academic experiences. It must include the necessary goals, methods, materials, and assessments to effectively support instruction and learning. For the fourth question, which is, what is the relationship between teacher and a curriculum? The answer to that question is the teacher-curriculum relationship. This relationship involves teachers becoming more aware of their practices, their students' learning, and the connection between their practices and their students' learning. In other words, the teacher is trying to ensure to fit between student understanding and curriculum. Regarding knowledge surveys, teachers would have known they have providing a pedagogical tool that supports learning and offers needed visibility for students. In addition, once teachers have laid out their course content in their knowledge surveys, they can look ahead and anticipate which learning strategies would be the best match for upcoming material. Realizing ahead of time the benefits of using structured group work for a particular learning module, teachers could prepare themselves and their students for that type of activity. The role of a teacher in the curriculum process is to help students develop an engaged relationship with the content. Active learning will increase the focus and retention of the curriculum, resulting in an exciting learning environment, of course. Teachers build lessons that include simulations, experiments, case studies, and activities to deliver curriculum. This interactive approach intertwines curriculum and practical experiences that immerse students in learning. The curriculum process provides opportunity for teachers to be creative and to put their unique stamp on the classroom experience. An effective curriculum provides teachers, students, school leaders, and community stakeholders with a measurable plan and structure for delivering a quality education. Curriculum identifies learning outcomes, standards, and core competencies that students must demonstrate before advancing to the next level. Teachers' involvement in the process of curriculum development is important to align content of the curriculum with the students' needs in the classroom. Indeed, there is a relationship between a teacher and the curriculum. For the last number, which is number 5, I am tasked to look for a syllabus online related to the subject, the teacher, and the school curriculum. And this is what I have found online.
So this is what I have found online, a syllabus for the subject, the teacher, and the school curriculum. This is from Dr. Frederick W. Gonzalez. He is an educator, and also we can see here his phone number, his email address, and also the details about the subject. Next, letter B, course. For the course title, we have Education 4. For the subject description, we have the teacher and the school curriculum. For the course description, we have CMO number 75 series of 2017. So according to it, this course includes the fundamental concepts and principles in curriculum and curriculum development as a foundation to engage prospective teachers as curricularists. The more active role of a teacher in planning, implementing, and evaluating school curriculum, as well as in managing school curriculum change and vis-a-vis various contexts of teaching, learning, and curricular reforms should be given emphasis. For the course credits, it is 3 units. For the contact hours per week, it is 3 hours per week. Then for the prerequisites, it is a minor subjects. Then we can also see here the course outcomes or program outcomes. So there are 7 course outcomes or program outcomes. Next, letter C is the objectives. So this is the objectives of the subject, the teacher, and the school curriculum. So let's take a look. So next, letter D is the course outline and time frame. So there are 2 columns. The first column is the week, and the second column is the course content and subject matter. For the week 1, the teacher is going to discuss the teacher and the school, which includes the vision, mission, and goals, or the VMGS. Next is the academic qualification and teaching experiences, professional performance and scholarly work, and faculty development program. Also, the administrative organization, the academic and non-academic, and the teacher and the school organization development, or the TSOD. For the second week, the teacher is going to discuss the teacher and the school curriculum. It includes curriculum and curriculum making, curriculum process and development, course, program of studies and prospectus, and lastly, planning and development with linkages and networking. For the third week, the teacher is going to discuss the school curriculum, and it includes a physical plant, student services and development, and lastly, graduates and employability. And for the fourth week, research paper. It includes the introduction, the methods, the results and discussion, and of course the references. And of course, letter E, the learning plan of the subject, the teacher, and the school curriculum. Next is the suggested readings and references of the subject, the teacher, and the school curriculum. Letter G, course requirements. So these are the following requirements of these subjects. And then letter H, the grading system of this subject, the teacher, and the school curriculum. And lastly is the classroom policies. So the classroom policies in this subject are also included in the syllabus.
That is all for today. Once again, I am Villamor Angeline Garcela, and good afternoon everyone. Thank you for watching.